Genes are passed down from parents to offspring,
often determined in traits like hair color, personality,
and even eye color.
My genes are blue.
Doja Cat versus Sydney Sweeney. When denim, jeans, and culture clashed. In the ever-spinning carousel of celebrity drama, it takes something truly bizarre to capture everyone's attention. Not a scandalous affair, not a leaked track, not even a red carpet blunder, no. This time, the internet lit up over denim. Or more specifically, jeans, and a TikTok parody that went viral. It all started with a campaign. American Eagle, the youthful denim giant, had just launched their latest advertisement featuring the campaign tagline played on a classic word pun, jeans versus jeans. It was a clever turn of phrase meant to connect genetic inheritance with fashion taste. Or so it seemed. But the internet heard something else. The internet responds, and not quietly. Within hours of the ad's release, the social media machine roared to life. What was intended as a lighthearted play on words became the subject of fierce debate. Commenters began pointing out what they saw as problematic subtext. Sweeney, with her blonde hair and blue eyes, was now repeating a message about having great genes, a phrase that some felt echoed rhetoric tied to eugenics, Aryan ideals, and outdated beauty hierarchies. Twitter, now X, TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram exploded with commentary.
Some users found the ad harmless and sweet. Others, not so much. For many, it wasn't just a joke. It was tone-deaf marketing, in an age when brands are expected to be culturally conscious. Enter Doja Cat.
Doja Cat strikes with satire.
The Grammy-winning artist, never one to shy away from controversy, posted a TikTok that directly parodied the American Eagle commercial. Mimicking a Southern accent and exaggerating the cadence of Sweeney's delivery, Doja repeated the line, "I got my blue eyes from my mama, my blonde hair from my daddy. My jeans are blue, they're made of denim, and that's why I'm special." She didn't stop there. Her facial expressions, the twangy tone, the over-the-top dramatics, it all landed like a comedic slap across the face of the fashion industry. And just like that, the debate was reignited.
Like fascist weird, like propaganda weird. Should we be surprised that a company whose name is literally American Eagle is making fascist propaganda like this? Probably not, but it's still really shocking. Like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman is talking about her good genes. Like, that is propaganda.
As someone who works in marketing, that campaign with American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney was definitely a choice. A deliberate one, and needs to be taken as seriously as we are trying to have the conversation on here that it is. Not only did they pull inspo from a campaign that literally sexualized children, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, please look up the Brooke Shields and Calvin Klein campaign back in like the 80s, 90s. But the specific wording of the script, the copy, like everything, like it was a very deliberate choice.
Was Doja Cat calling out white privilege? Mocking the industry's obsession with genetic beauty? Or was she just making fun? Regardless of her intent, the parody sparked massive engagement. TikTok duets poured in, memes erupted, think pieces followed. From viral to political, the ad's unintended fallout. The initial joke quickly morphed into a wider cultural conversation. Media critics and cultural theorists began dissecting the campaign's implications. Accusations of Nazi-like undertones began circulating. Some called it an inadvertent glorification of eugenic ideas, pointing to the overt celebration of inherited traits such as blue eyes and blonde hair as potentially dangerous messaging. Online spaces split into two factions. One group praised Doja Cat for her ability to use humor as critique. The other criticized her for targeting another woman, potentially perpetuating misogyny and envy. American Eagle, meanwhile, went completely silent. For 72 hours, the brand said nothing. No tweets, no clarifications, no denials. In an era where brands often live or die by how quickly they respond to controversy, this silence was deafening. Eventually, a statement arrived. Our advertisement's wordplay was intended solely to highlight the quality of our jeans. It was never meant to convey exclusionary or offensive messaging. We appreciate all feedback and will continue working to ensure our campaigns reflect inclusivity and respect. They quietly removed the Great Jeans slogan. In its place, future ads would feature the line, "Great jeans look good on everyone."
Silent amidst the storm. One voice remained noticeably absent throughout the entire ordeal. Sydney Sweeney's.
Neither the actress nor her representatives released a formal comment. Her social media feeds remained focused on career highlights and vacation photos. And perhaps, strategically so, any personal response could have escalated the situation further. While some viewed her silence as calculated professionalism, others saw it as tone-deaf avoidance. But whether she liked it or not, Sydney Sweeney had become the face of a much deeper issue. She wasn't just selling jeans anymore. She was now the poster child for a polarizing cultural flashpoint, the unexpected financial twist. If American Eagle feared a PR disaster, they were likely surprised by what came next. Sales skyrocketed. According to early retail reports and financial analysts, the brand saw a spike of over $400 million in market valuation within 24 hours of the ad's release. Online engagement for the brand hit record highs. Searches for American Eagle jeans surged more than 200%. It was a textbook example of what some now call the virality paradox, when controversy actually fuels brand visibility and boosts consumer interest, regardless of tone. So, did the ad fail or succeed? That depends on whether you value attention or approval more. Culture clash. Genetics, representation, and accountability. As the buzz quieted, cultural commentators took a step back to assess the deeper themes at play. Was this just a meme moment, or did it reveal something bigger? Scholars and activists weighed in. The overemphasis on inherited beauty traits in media remains problematic. Brands continue to ignore deeper implications of the language and symbols they deploy. Celebrity culture still struggles with the line between personal identity and marketable image. Doja Cat, intentionally or not, had blown the lid off an industry blind spot. By mocking something many considered cute or clever, she invited audiences to re-examine what we're actually applauding when we talk about beauty, privilege, and branding. A pop culture lesson for the ages. When the dust settled, American Eagle had cleaned up their campaign. Sydney Sweeney returned to work on her upcoming films. Doja Cat moved on to her music projects. But their accidental collaboration, one through advertisement, the other through satire, left behind an unexpected legacy. It reminded everyone watching that in the age of social media, a simple pun can be perceived as a political statement. A parody can be more culturally resonant than the original. And silence speaks volumes. What started as a denim ad ended up as a cultural critique. It wasn't just about jeans anymore. It was about who gets to be celebrated and why.